Have you ever wondered how millions of homes across Europe and North America stayed warm during the brutal winters of the 1940s, even when electricity failed, coal was rationed, and bombs shattered infrastructure? This wasn't luck. It wasn't brute force. Entire cities survived and continued functioning through some of the harshest winters on record, not with smart thermostats, electric blowers, or circulating pumps, but with a heating logic that modern engineers rarely teach today. Before we dive in, if you enjoy uncovering lost techniques and the gritty realities of history, hit that like button. Share this with a fellow history enthusiast. Comment your thoughts below and subscribe to The Hard Past so you never miss a deep dive into the solutions people used when survival depended on it. Wartime necessity forged unbreakable systems. By the early 1940s, the context of war forced ingenuity. Electricity was not reliable. In many cities, it was deliberately cut during air raids. Coal was rationed, oil deliveries were unpredictable, and centralized systems became targets rather than conveniences. Engineers and builders had to, abandon reliance on complex machinery. The challenge was simple. Homes had to remain warm even if parts of the house were damaged or the power grid failed. This necessity led to what historians now call the wartime radiator hack, a combination of physics, smart architecture, and thoughtful placement that made homes survivable under extreme conditions. Gravity-fed hot water radiators. Heat without electricity. The heart of this system was the gravity-fed hot water radiator. Unlike modern systems that rely on pumps to push water through pipes, these wartime radiators use nothing but the natural movement of heated water. As water is heated in the boiler, it expands and becomes lighter, rising naturally through wide, thick pipes toward radiators placed strategically in the building. As the water cooled inside the radiators, it became denser and sank back down to the boiler. This simple, continuous loop required no electricity, no mechanical assistance, and worked as long as the boiler produced heat. What most people overlook is the importance of pipe size. Wider pipes reduced resistance, allowing slow but unstoppable circulation throughout multi-story homes. Even a single boiler in a basement could reliably warm an entire house. Placement was everything. Radiators were not randomly placed. Every element of their position served a purpose. They were oversized and set beneath windows, along exterior walls and in stairwells. Cold air entering through drafty windows fell directly onto the radiator, was heated, and then rose naturally, distributing warmth throughout the room. Stairwells acted as vertical chimneys, moving heat upward and ensuring every floor received warmth. Instead of forcing air with fans, wartime homes encouraged convection as a fundamental design principle. The house itself became part of the system, working in concert with physics to deliver reliable heat. Reflective shields, maximizing every ounce of energy. Efficiency wasn't just about water and pipe layout. Metal or foil panels installed behind radiators on exterior walls dramatically increased effectiveness. Brick and stone walls naturally absorbed heat and radiated it outward, often bleeding warmth to the outside. These simple shields reflected radiant heat back into living spaces, allowing households to raise temperatures without consuming extra fuel. Many families used whatever metal they had on hand: polished tin, aluminum scraps, flattened ration tins, to achieve the same result. This attention to detail meant that even in the harshest winters, heat was used wisely and fully. In urban areas, steam radiators were often preferred for speed. Steam systems offered rapid heat when needed. Steam rises quickly, filling radiators faster than hot water and delivering, well, intense heat. Steam systems required careful venting rather than pumps. As air escaped through small mechanical vents, steam could expand and fill the radiator, releasing a large amount of heat as it condensed and, flowed back to the boiler. These systems were, loud and imperfect, but exceptionally effective, especially during blackouts when electric heaters failed instantly. Applying 1940s logic in modern survival is actually quite practical. The principles behind these systems are not confined to history. Modern off-grid homes can, in fact, replicate them using wood-fired boilers, masonry heaters, or really any heat source positioned below radiators. By maintaining correct pipe slopes and sizes, passive circulation becomes possible, even without electricity. Reflective shields remain highly effective, and placing thermal mass like stone or brick near heat sources helps stabilize room temperatures. Opening doors to allow heat to flow freely, avoiding furniture blockages, and maintaining low ceiling heights where possible can, recreate the same resilience that kept wartime homes warm. Why did modern systems lose this wisdom, you might wonder? Well, after the war, the focus really shifted to speed and convenience. Electric pumps, thinner pipes and compact boilers came into play, reducing construction costs and delivering heat faster. But honestly, it all came at the expense of resilience. Modern systems, unfortunately, stop the very moment the power fails. The wartime radiator system, in contrast, never depended on fragile mechanical devices. It was quite cleverly designed to fail gracefully, using physics and smart architecture to maintain warmth even under scarcity and disruption. The lesson in resilience. The 1940s radiator system teaches us a timeless lesson. The most reliable solutions, they respect physical laws rather than fighting against them. In a world of instant convenience, these systems reveal how ordinary civilians adapted to extraordinary challenges. For historians, it offers insight into the ingenuity born from necessity. And for survivalists, it provides a blueprint for heating without reliance on fragile infrastructure. If you found this deep dive useful, why not go ahead and subscribe to The Hard Past? Share this video with someone who's fascinated by history and ingenuity, and do comment your thoughts on how these old-school systems could be applied today. History has solved problems we're only now relearning, and the wisdom of the past is ready to keep us warm, even in the harshest conditions.